I'm on with the LGBT. Hi, Snowflake. Hello. Hello, Snowflakey. So, I do have one little thing. As you guys might not know, I did get back from a trip. Another small little trip for like a day yesterday. And I actually haven't gone and seen any of my animals except for the dogs yet. So this is a like kind of second reaction because they originally saw me, but then they haven't actually saw them probably because it was sort of dark. Actually, what am I kidding? It was very dark. Like I'm talking very dark. Very dark. So I'm gonna see them today. And yep. I guess you can also say this is like an updated animal tour. Because I've lost some animals, I've gained some animals have been moved. So, hello Dorsey. Here's my, oh wait, not know. Dorcas is a twin, but his mum abandoned him and we didn't think he was going to survive the night. Now he's going on to 6 months and this is like his best friend. Bicky, he's about 5 months old. We didn't think his mum was pregnant. But then randomly one Friday, the 7th of February, at school pickup, we got a group chat. Like me and my family, we have a group chat. We got sent a text and a video in that group chat saying, watch the video. We watched it and little mister was born. So we were actually going to sell his parents, well the mum, because we didn't think she was pregnant. And well, that was the only point really. Mom. And well, I love him so freaking much. We have sold, so we have about I think 6 lambs, 5 of them, so all of them except for Bicky have the same dad but separate mums. And then obviously we have 2 sets of twins, which is Dorcas and his twin sister, and then there's Olaf and Elsa. And basically, I'll explain it all to you. Hello, Happy. Hello. Hello, Tiki. And also, we have now gotten 2 of our horses back to us now because apparently, one of them kicked this horse is a pony, right? And Diego, he's 18 years, right? So that would be impossible. Him kicking, it would either go just below the head or above the head. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. But we took him back anyway, because she basically threatened to starve Diego and get rid of him. Chloe wasn't scared of her getting rid of him though, because it's on the lease agreement that you are not allowed to lease it out to anyone else. You are not allowed to sell it. This is sweet little Diego. Look at how cute he is. Look at how sweet he is. Hello. Hello, baby. Then obviously, oh, and then Whisper was at a horse adjustment, but for the case of people just kept on basically going into his paddock, which was also a big no-no, so we were like, yep, we're just going to take him back because people were just going in there. Well, Speedhead, he's also a sweet little baby, so luckily he didn't do anything, but need to be careful. I think Chloe, my sister, she would never lease, sell, nothing, like do anything with Red, because that's like me with Crystal. I think the one time that we have leased / adjusted them somewhere, which wasn't even a lease, it was at our old house because we lived, no joke, like 4 minutes away, and they were all in this, like they were all in separate paddocks. You know, already, like we legit joke all the time, not really And we don't joke when Chloe's around though. We legit just say, the moment Red dies, Chloe, or if she gets, or that he gets sick, Chloe ain't going into work for like a month and she ain't gonna be online or even talk. To be fair, that is very much like me with Crystal, because I'll search it up right now, but I need to make sure there's nothing serious on my search history. So, how long do Shetland ponies live? Don't look at that, please.
So I've been reading everyone's Instagram,
Between
Facebook, Snapchat, and blogs.
20 and the ones that we had for the longest would be Red and Crystal. Because we actually got Red and Crystal at the same time, basically. But we got Red when I was like 1.5-ish. It's like 1 and 2 months, I think we got him. So yeah, but Crystal's actually is a mum, but her child would be like 25 now, so cute little babies. But so yeah, but before we got Diego, any of these horses, we got, not like any of these horses, like the 3 Whisper, Diego and Teak. Chloe had this really bad one named Banjo, and she had a huge accident. Like, I'm talking, she was calling me Brock. She was calling Brock Charlie. She was calling my dad, aka her stepdad, like mum or something. She was calling mum stepmom. And I was so confused. I was like, what the hell does that mean? So this is actually I think these are the first ones to be born. No, I'm coming back to you, Missy. Don't ram me, please. She wasn't either. Oh, you look so pretty, Bella. Hello. Where's Bambi? I think Bambi's. That's Dorcas's twin sister. Hi, Elsie. What's wrong, Julie? It's okay, Ola. I mean, not Ola. This is actually Bambi. She was the firstborn. She was born, I think, the 11th. The 10th or the 11th. Actually, I think I have that on my document. But, said again.
About schoolwork. Oh, we missed a lot of that.
Katie, what happened to your hair? Don't bother them, Hannah. Clearly, they don't want to hang out with us.
That's not true.
You're doing your own thing. Wigs, tipping, trunk.
Oh, darn it, it'd be on my bracket. She was born on like the 11th to the 12th. And then it was, hello, Elsa. Hello, baby. Oh, that's basically their mum, by the way. Elsa, she is the second set of twins. Well, actually, she was the first set of twins. Because Dorcas and Bella, they were born last. Technically second last, because you got my point. Hello, daughter. I'll come back and get like a good overall shape after. But this is Olaf, Elsa's twin brother. As you can see, he's quite big though. He's a big boy. And he has a bad roaming habit, but sometimes he'll just let me pet him, so. But he, when I see me, he's a very, and all of them are D-sex. Actually, I don't know what it is for sheep, because it's 26 for sheep. Hello, Bella. Hello, baby. And then that's Bella and Dorcas's mum. That is Olaf and Elsa's mum. She isn't a mum. And then we sold the dad because he was just really aggressive in general. Then this is my baby goat. She's not really a baby anyway. She's like 6 years old. And then, fun fact, we got her and her brother, but unfortunately the brother passed away, I think, 2 years ago. Around Christmas. Really upsetting. A dog bit him. Not our dogs, it was our neighbour's dog. And like he started foaming at the mouth. It was very upsetting, but so we actually got her and her brother. He would be about 10 this year and she'd be about 10 this year as well. We got them when they were babies, so as you can probably assume, I had them when I was like 2 as well, which is so upsetting to me. But we got them when they were about a couple months old, so they were like freaking really tiny. Like they were the size of Bambi. Like, baby, stand up, please, Abby. They're about that size. As you can see, she has a limp because the mom actually go around at her. Oh, what are you doing, you weirdo? Are you there? Yeah, but then, so yeah, we got them. And then I used to have a red heeler and blue heeler. We actually rescued the red heeler from a huge house fire. We were driving by a house one day and we saw they had a litter of like 20 red heelers. They were probably from different litters, but like there was about 20, maybe like 30 I'd say. Max was like 35, minimum was like 20. So they had like a lot, and they were in cages, but like they had a lot of other animals as well. And we quite literally, it must have been super hard for them, but we were like, hey, we are actually kind of like, you know, on the way to go dog hunting. We were wondering if we would never expect to adopt a red heeler, but at that time we had a blue heeler named Chase. So, you know, we were like, okay, we'll adopt another heeler. And she was so cute. We named her Sky, but anywho, I'll get back to it. So we were like, we're actually on the way to go look for another dog. And we see how you have like 30 of them and your house is kind of burning. And then immediately we're like, are you guys okay? 1, do you guys need any help? 2, do you guys like want anything? Like, have you guys called the fire brigade? Have you guys called the cops? Have you guys called the ambulance? All of that. And they were like, yep, we have. And then we went up, and my dad went up to them. I came out the car though, because I couldn't help myself. I just ran up to the doggies and I was like, oh, my poor little babies. I'd been like 3 at that time though, so you know. And I had them till I was like 6, bro. But anywho, so yeah. Oh, you okay, baby boy? So then, basically, we went in and we were like, we're going dog hunting. Anyway, like, could we maybe take one of the dogs? Plus, it'd save you some time. They were like, yeah, if you would like, you can quickly just pick one. We were going to sell them anyway. You can just pick one. Pick as many as you like. We were like, unfortunately, we can only pick one. But at the time, we had my mum's friend, because this was back when like we had a huge van of like a 12-seater. And then we were like, but maybe our friends would buy some. And so by just like us being there, they had sold 4 pups. They didn't make us pay anything. They quite literally just gave them to us because they said they've been vaccinated and all. Thank you. And we were like, oh my god, no problem. Like, it must be so hard for you. So yeah. But I immediately picked her up. And we decided to name her Sky. But then the same thing happened with the goats. Like, no joke, I'm pretty sure we also rescued the goats. Except we rescued the goats from like a flood. Like, except there was no one there. It was probably like the worst flood that where I live has ever had. Like, you know, like since maybe like the 1900s, bro. It was really bad. And it was like, you know how like, I don't know if this is only like a Victoria, Australia thing, but there's like a heap of paddocks. Like, for instance, even the one next to me where it's just a bunch of animals. And like there's no houses, no nothing. And it's just like a bunch of animals. Most of them are wild. Like when we were traveling up to Perth and that, we quite literally saw one of those ginormous paddocks with a couple Brumbies, which are wild horses. So but yeah, so then, but it was only like, his name was Pickles. It was only Pickles and Julie. Okay, it was only Pickles and Julie. And this other goat called Dexter, who we named Dexter, who was a ram. He was really aggressive. He was just like super duper duper aggressive. So we did end up selling him, but he got Julie pregnant. And then, that's when they had Dora. But at that time, I didn't know them. So yeah, that's like that story. So yeah, like, and we just immediately rescued them. So yeah, that's, like, we never really expected to have that many animals, but